Kanye West is still coming for Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian, but this time, Pete had something to say about it. It's a mess, so let's get into it. As you guys know, Kanye West has spent the past few months using his Instagram as a way to attack Pete Davidson for being with Kim Kardashian and Kim for her parenting choices. Last month, Kanye went off because he didn't like that his oldest daughter North was using TikTok, and he felt like she needed to be protected from social media. Kanye made tons of posts begging God to help get his family back together, and even went as far as to send Kim a truck full of roses on Valentine's Day. Kanye also fixated on Kim's new boyfriend, Pete Davidson. He calls Pete Skeet, and he even recently released a song with a statue resembling Pete being buried. Safe to say, a lot of people think Kanye is taking things way too far. Things kind of died down over on Instagram until this week. Kanye once again started blasting all his personal business with Kim all over social media. It all started on Saturday when Kim told Kanye the kids wouldn't be able to make Sunday service. Kanye shared a message that he sent to Kim where he said, "I moved Sunday service to 10 a.m. tomorrow so I could go to Saints game." He captioned the post, "This is where I gave the time of service with more than enough time to get the children there. Why is this okay? Because of my political opinions? Because I'm a man? Because they poke fun at the idea of my mental health?" He shared another text where he sent to Kim, "When I say bring my kids somewhere, I'm not going through this no more. Why the is it up to you where my kids are if we so-called have joint custody?" And he captioned the post, "My dad won't even call Kim. I don't speak to most of my family because they've been allowing this kind of behavior. I am in no way trying to get this woman back. I've moved on with my life. I just feel culturally, there's a bunch of white privileged people forcing the upbringing of a bunch of black children. I've seen a bunch of celebrities speak up against me, but I ain't seen no one other than Candace Owen that ever said that any of this bitter baby mama behavior is wrong." He also posted a video where he explains why Kim said they wouldn't be able to make Sunday service. She said North had a sleepover the night before and that the time just wouldn't work for them.
Now we got Sunday service this morning at 10 a.m. and it's North had a sleepover, so she can't come to Sunday service. I moved the Sunday service up to 10 a.m. so that I can go to Saints soccer game at 12:30. Move the entire thing.
Kanye also says this isn't the first time that this has happened. He said Kim wouldn't let his kids go to the Donda release party or to some basketball game that he had planned.
So when we had the Donda 2 release in Miami, I got a flight for all my kids to come from Calabasas to come in Miami to see the kids. Then assistant hit me and said, all the kids, they said the kids are there. When the plane took off, I got a text from Kim that said, North won't be on the plane. You see, this is the kind of stuff that's just like the Chicago birthday party. And I'm glad that y'all saw in the variety piece what I have to deal with. Here go another thing. The Doves high school basketball game. We hold one in California. My daughter loves basketball. I want her to see the league that her father is starting. North can't go to that game.
He then went on to say a prayer that his kids will be brought to Sunday service, but somehow managed to still try and shade Kim's parenting choices during the prayer.
God, if it is in your will, touch the people that are currently watching, my children, whatever sleepovers at, wherever they are at, the various nannies that watch all the children, and touch them and say, please bring my children to Sunday service this morning at 10 a.m.
He also goes on to say that Pete Davidson was texting him and rubbing it in his face that he's in bed next to Kim. And at first, people were like, there's no way Pete would say that. But it turns out he did. Pete was fed up with Kanye's constant attacks, so he texted him and let him know how he felt. His friend shared the messages since Pete doesn't have Instagram, and this is what he had to say. "Yo, it's Ski. Can you please take a second and calm down? It's 8 a.m. It don't gotta be like this. Kim is literally the best mother I've ever met. What she does for those kids is amazing, and you are so lucky that she's your kid's mom. I've decided I'm not gonna let you treat us this way anymore, and I'm done being quiet. Grow the up." And Kanye said, "Oh, you using profanity now? Where are you right now?" And Pete said, "In bed with your wife. And he attaches a picture of himself in bed. Even though the message was a bit shocking coming from Pete, a lot of people are so happy that he finally stood up for himself and Kim. Here's what people had to say. Pete really set him straight, like a little overboard, but still set him straight. Good on you, Pete. Very well handled. Then the conversation between Kanye and Pete took a little more of a serious turn. Kanye replied and he said, "Happy to see you're out of the hospital and rehab." And Pete said, "Same here. It's wonders what those places do when you go get help. You should try it. I'm in LA for the day if you want to stop being a little internet boy and talk. You don't scare me, bro. Your actions are so and embarrassing. It's so sad to watch you ruin your legacy on the daily." And Kanye said, "You're more than welcome to come to Sunday service." And Pete goes, "Why don't you meet me after Sunday service and Saints game? I'll be at the BHH, we can have food and talk it out in my room, privately, one-on-one, man-to-man. What you are doing to your family is dangerous and gonna scar them for life. Please handle those matters privately, bro. I beg you." And Kanye said, "You wanna see me? Come to Sunday service." But Pete really didn't want to make their meeting a huge public thing. Kanye normally invites a lot of people to Sunday service, and if the paparazzi saw Pete headed that way, it could turn into a huge thing. Pete was adamant about meeting one-on-one and said, "This isn't public, dude. I'm not here for pictures and press," which is obviously all you care about. "My offer stands. I wish you'd man up for once in your life. Let me help you, man. I struggle with mental stuff too. It's not an easy journey. You don't have to feel this way anymore. There's no shame in having a little help. You'll be so happy and at peace." Pete also said that SNL has been wanting to poke fun at the situation with Kanye, and some of his comedian friends also wanted to talk about it, but he told everyone no. He said, "You have no idea how nice I've been to you despite your actions towards me. I've stopped SNL from talking about you or making fun of you, which they wanted to do for months. I've stopped stand-up comedians from doing bits about you because I don't want the father of my girl's kid to look bad out there. I have your back even though you treat me like because I want everything to be smooth. But if you continue to press me like you have for the past 6 months, I'm gonna stop being nice." These messages were only up for a few hours before Pete's friend quickly deleted them. Kanye then continued his Instagram rant by once again bringing up the TikTok. After a long break from North and Kim's joint TikTok account, they returned with a TikTok to the song "I'm in Love with an Emo Girl" by MGK. The video had Kim, North, and Courtney's daughter Penelope in it, but it's since been deleted. Kanye shared a screenshot of the TikTok to his Instagram page and wrote, "I told y'all before about this TikTok stuff. Now my 8-year-old on here singing 'She fell in love with an emo girl'? Leftists don't want fathers to have a say in our children's lives. I don't want my kids at godless in school. I got a voice and I'm not having this." This is where things went way too far. Kanye publicly saying the name of the school his kids and all the Kardashian kids attend is a huge safety risk. He even posted a video naming the school for a second time, complaining because he didn't get a choice where his kids went to school. Now, people have been pointing out that Kim has shared photos of her kids in the school uniform before where you can clearly see the logo, but a lawyer who's been covering this whole situation over on TikTok made a video and said it doesn't matter. Taking a photo where you can see a logo is much different than posting a rant to fans naming the school in the middle of a situation where people are getting heated. You never know how Kanye's fans could react. You just never know people's intentions, especially in a situation where he's clearly mad that they're going to this school.
Kim Kardashian has disclosed the children's school before. That is true. However, context matters. A father who is ranting and raving on a Sunday especially about not being able to see his children and then disclosing their school to, by the way, a fan base that I can almost guarantee has never watched the Kardashians and does not follow Kim Kardashian. Some of you are saying, well, they talked about the school on Keeping Up with the Kardashians when Kendall and Kylie went there. When Kendall and Kylie went there, they weren't even Kendall and Kylie.
Then on Monday, Kanye continued his Instagram post with a photo of North's backpack. North had 3 pins on her backpack, one of Kim, one of Kanye, and one of an alien. Kanye wrote, "This was on my daughter's backpack when I was allowed to see her last week. This is why I go so hard for my family. I am wired to protect my family at all costs as the priest of my home. Don't worry, Northie. God is still alive. And this time, Kim responded to him and said, please stop with this narrative. You were just here this morning picking up the kids for school. Kanye did go on to delete a bunch of his posts, but he still has a few up calling out the tabloids and reposting posts from those who agree with him. So obviously a very crazy and upsetting situation since there's a bunch of kids involved. Hopefully Kanye actually does meet up with Pete and they can talk one-on-one, because I feel like all of this has gone on way too long. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below and I'll see you next time.